This is a remote control for a radio frequency light controller, and here is the light controller. This light controller has a 12 amp capacity, and you can see the wires going in on the right there. That is for power in and power out. It's originally designed to control a string of lights like this, which have multicolor LEDs on them. There is something very interesting that can be done with this, as it can control 3 different arrays. Instead of red, green, and blue, it can control a different series of light. And here I have it hooked up to control one array being the L, one being the E, and one being the D. Now with the camera and the lights, you can see the autofocus is thrown off, so I'm going to pull it down here so you can see it. This controller has quite a few different functions on it, but one of the main things is the dimming capacity. As I'm dimming it, it looks as though the lights are pulsating by way of the camera, but to the naked eye they are not. I'm going to leave the lights down on this demonstration so that we can have the remote control and the lights in the background so that you can see them. These lower buttons right here control all these different functions, and I'm going to go over some of them right now. This red, green, and blue button right here controls the different arrays singly. This red one being the one on the far left, the green one controlling the center, and then the blue one on the right controlling the one on the right. This second row of colored buttons, being the orange the first, controls them in pairs of 2. The orange there controls the L and the E, and then the yellow one controls the L and the E, but a little dimmer on the L. Then the next one controls the center and the right, and then of course the purple button on the far right over there controls the 2 outside ones. So with a little planning and creativity, you could create some pretty nice atmosphere inside of your unit with the singles or double pairing. The lower gray buttons I think would be of little interest to the RV industry, but since it's on here I'll go over them. That first button there is called auto, and you can speed that up or slow that down by way of the 2 buttons over here on the far right. The very last row is identical to this row that I'm talking about here, except it's 7, so it's jump 7 and fade 7. The next one here is called jump 3, and it jumps back and forth in 3-second intervals. The next button in that row is called fade 3, and it fades in and out on a 3-second interval, and you can see that, and it goes back up to full strength. The next button is to the bottom left, and that's called flash, and it flashes in some particular pattern, and I'm not really quite sure what that whole complete pattern is. It does change from sequence to sequence. Notice that when I press the white button here, it goes right back to where they're all back to that dim setting. And you can see that that dim setting stays put as I hit those pairing buttons. And I'd like to thank you for watching our video, and this is Dan with LED for RV.